I'd like to call to order the May 15th joint meeting of Glendale City Council and Glendale Successor Agency. May we have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Agajanian?
Present.
Devine?
Here.
Garabetian?
Here.
Najarian?
Here.
Mayor Sinanian?
Here. Next, please.
Would be a roll call for
Successor Agency.
Successor Agency. Councilmember Agajanian?
Present.
Devine?
Here.
Garabetian?
Here.
Najarian?
Here.
Mayor Sinanian?
Here. Next item, please.
The agenda for the May 15, 2018 joint public meeting of the City Council and Successor Agency was posted on Friday, May 11, 2018 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
Thank you. Next item.
B1, Director of Community Development regarding purchase and sale of 117-131 North Maryland Avenue in accordance with the agency's approved long-range property management plan. 1A, Successors Agency motion authorizing the sale of 117-131 North Maryland Avenue to the City of Glendale in the amount of $1,530,000. 1B would be City Council's motion authorizing the purchase of 117-131 North Maryland Avenue in the amount of $1,530,000.
Thank you. Yes. Hello?
Great. Good
I was going to say
afternoon.
Ms. McLean, but it's no longer the case.
Hiramoto. Yes. Well, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and members of council. The item before you today is an administrative request to move forward with the purchase and sale of 117 through 131 North Maryland Avenue in accordance with the long-range property management plan for the fair market value of $1.53 million. These are units that were purchased back in 1990 in conjunction with the construction of the parking structure. In total, we have eight retail units that comprised of roughly 9,000 square feet. And the property was owned by the redevelopment agency, but when that was dissolved in 2012, the successor agency ended up taking over ownership of that. We've contemplated what to do with these properties. In the agency's long-range management property plan, it requires the sale of the property, and originally we were thinking that we would sell this with an auction. Given the recent interest in especially in the Arts and Entertainment District on Maryland Avenue and some of the exciting considerations that will be before the Council and the Planning Commission tomorrow with the ArtSoc Avenue, we felt that it would be most appropriate to retain ownership of this and have the successor agency sell it to the city. We felt that this would enable the city to have more control and ultimately more influence on the potential uses of this property that would more correspond with the Arts and Entertainment District. Should the successor agency agree to sell to the city, the next steps would include going to the Oversight Board. That would occur on June 6th. From there, we would submit this to the Department of Finance. Ultimately, we would hopefully get the authorization from Department of Finance no later than July 17th. At that time, staff would be able to move forward and really have a comprehensive discussion with the council on how we would like to move forward with the development of these units, what this would mean for the existing tenants as well. At this time, it's still a little bit premature, so we would like to conclude that process and come back to council at that time. All of this coincides very well with the conversation with the Arts and Entertainment District. The request for proposals has gone out as well, and we expect to get those back in June 22nd. So it seems the stars are aligning, and with that, we would like to request authorization from the successor agency by way of a motion authorizing staff to move forward with the selling of 117 to 131 North Maryland Avenue in the amount of $1.53 million. And a city council motion to authorize staff to move forward with the purchase of 117 through 131 North Maryland in the amount of $1.53 million. That concludes my report, and there are some illustrations in front of you in case you wanted further reference on location and the
Mayor,
units.
if there are no questions, can we move A and B together or separately?
Can we see if there are questions first? Questions or concerns?
If I
Yes.
may, now you said that later we would decide, council would decide what we're going to do with these properties, whether we want to rent them or sell them, or what are some of the, if you would just kind of elaborate on that just a little, like what would some
Absolutely.
of the choices be?
So there's many options, and one of the options would be having a request for proposals where we are calling for developments or qualified tenants to move into this space. We could lease out those units one by one. We could consider leaving some of the existing tenants in the space. Arartu Coffee is an example of one of the tenants in the site, and perhaps consolidate some of the other spaces. So those are just an example of the types of decisions and input that we would like to hear from the council should all of this process move forward appropriately.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. Any other questions? So do we have a motion, Mr. Carpentier?
Yes, can we move A and B together?
No,
No, separately, so I move 1A.
We have a second to 1A. May we have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Agajanian?
Yes.
Divine?
Yes?
Garpetian?
Yes.
Najarian?
Yes.
Mayor Sinanian?
Yes. 1B?
I move 1B.
We have a first and a second. May we have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Agajanian?
Yes.
Divine?
Yes?
Garpetian?
Yes.
Najarian?
Yes.
Mayor Sinanian?
Yes. And I believe adjournment is next. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Thank you.
Moved. So moved.
Adjourn for the council.
Second.
So we're adjourned for council.
Move
and
for
do we have-
successor. Adjourn.
Second?
And we are adjourned for successor agency at 3:15 p.m. Thank you.